All right, Mr. DJ back. We'll try to cut in. Running late again tonight. I was hoping to do about maybe 3 or 4 or 5 videos tonight, but looks like I'm going to be able to get into two due to time constraints and fooling around talking to my friends on Facebook. Facebook will get you every time, I'm telling you. Okay, number 24 on my fantasy playlist, up from 25. Boy, these records moving up by 1 point on my fantasy playlist. The week of, excuse me, July 25th, 2004. Boy, a nostalgic tour de force, though, at number 24. I just bring back some memories, though. George Michael trying to make a comeback in the early to mid 2000s. Amazing. Got that 80s sound to it, a laid back dance record. Did very well on the dance charts here in America. Went to number 1 on the dance charts, but not so much on Billboard's Hot 100. George Michael had lost a lot of commercial momentum in America well, actually starting in the 90s, really, by the late 90s, but still coming out with some fine records. The album is called Patience. That was his 5th album. 2 singles came off that album in 2002, although the album was due to come out in 2002. It wasn't put out until 2004. Freak was the first single off of that. That went to number 1 in Italy and Spain, and Shoot the Dog came out around the summer of 2002. Shoot the Dog, though, was more problematic because George Michael was very critical of the buildup to the war in Iraq, taking aim at George W. Bush and Tony Blair. There's also this sensitivity post 9/11. People are still very much emotionally, up in arms, understandably, after what happened, the trauma of September the 11th here in the States. A lot of sensitivity to that. Therefore, the song didn't really take off here in America, Shoot the Dog. It was just too controversial. But let's go to the song Amazing, which was released in 2004. 6 singles came off of this album. And looking at some of these memories that I jotted down from George Michael, let me give you a couple of stats on George Michael that I put down. George Michael's first solo album, Faith, 1987, sold over 20 million copies worldwide. George Michael, I don't know, probably as a solo artist and when he was with Wham, he has sold over 80 million records around the world. I mean, that's just stupendous. 80 million records. Star People, one of my favorite songs. Forgot about that one by George Michael in 1997. Monkey was a big dance hit for him here in the States in 1988. Of course, I'm sure everybody remembers I Want Your Sex, which was controversial in itself back in 1987, although the song is tame by today's standards, this video being cut in 2016. Fast Love, remember that? Anybody remember Fast Love? Like to do a little nostalgia when I talk about these videos. Fast Love back in 1996. Hitline was all over that one. Muzak's top 40 outlet at the time. But let's see. Amazing. Man, it was pretty big around the world. Number 2 went to number 2 in Denmark and Hungary. Number 1 in Ireland, Poland, Portugal, Spain, Sweden. Went to number 4 in England. And this song is dedicated to, and is about his partner, Kenny Goss. His name was Kenny Goss. So here we are, George Michael at number 24 with Amazing.